Hey there, welcome. Welcome back to the Delicious Unfolding. Hi, I'm Misty. So, holy crap. Before I release phase two, because listen, there are 9 sections to this. Oh, I went all out. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, detailed. We're talking telepathy, we're talking 5D lovemaking, we're talking it all. Detailed. Kriyas, all of it. So I've got 9 sections to this phase two. So I thought that I would put in this sort of a little mini audio teaching. When I am saying don't point at them in my readings or in my teachings, there are particular phases of the journey's dance where you are exactly not supposed to do that. You're supposed to bring it inward. You're supposed to ask yourself, this person that is before me, is that the person that I want to love? And knowing that within yourself is the answer. It's not pointing out at the person and saying, show me, show me, show me. Instead of it's a, do I really want this and do I want it with you? And then what do I want? So it's going to be later in your phases, after you've been through the heartbreak, after you've been through Negredo. Like, it's gosh dang painful going through an awakening. A real, true, authentic one, you're not sitting all in bliss. In the beginning, you were. That was the carrot. And the carrot is going to be so gosh dang delicious. And you're going to go, oh my God, I freaking want that. Of course you want that. But the thing is that it is you. You are the bliss. You just keep forgetting that you are and you're pinching yourself off from it. That's the truth of it. There are so many little messages that'll be left as breadcrumbs. It's not just my stuff. You're going to be picking them up everywhere. Are you? Like, divine ain't messing around. It's go time. Like, it's go time. When I first opened my channel, it was on a pure, like, I was in bliss. And I was like, you're opening a YouTube channel. I'm like, I'm opening a YouTube channel. It was my high version of myself speaking back to myself because you are always pulsating out your rockets of desire, literally like a radio song. You are a love song. You are a love song. Get that straight. And your love song is a really particular frequency. And it's either really gosh dang, like holy money delicious, and your true partner, your true sacred partner, oh, they be feeling you from a distance because you're so delicious. That's the teachings. That's the sacred union that I'm going to share with you. That's my program. That's the Big Love program. Everybody has this ability. It's just that twin flames, they're the way showers. So I'm going to be activating the crap out of you. I need you to be ready because phase two is going to bring up some stuff in you. So I'm going to be showing you the truth of your journey, and you're going to go, oh, yeah, because some of you forgot or you pushed it down because you were like, it's not going to happen for me. Oh, yeah, it is. It's go time. Like, I'm not kidding. Are you feeling the energies? Like this eclipse energy, that's why I wanted to come on and do this one for you, is because this one is the one. Like this one is like game changing. And then that letting go that will happen, that full moon with another eclipse at the end, there's a total fucking reason all of this happening. This is the quantum downloads. Like you should be like filling with a whole bunch of juice. So lower back, if you're feeling any pain in it, yeah, you need to be doing a really great powerful exercise, which I'm going to share here with you now. So I want you to roll out your yoga mat, put your fuzzy blanket down on top of it, and have your full length mirror in front of you. There's only 3 things that I ever talk about in my program, and really healing journal. I want you to have a fuzzy blanket. I want you to have a yoga mat. I want you to have a full length mirror. Fall in love with them. What you'll notice is you'll be like, I think I have surpassed the vibrational frequency of who I was when I first bought this item. And then you give it to Goodwill. So somebody else who is ready to feel the frequency and the vibration of you will go, oh my gosh, yes, I want to level up with that frequency. I want to level up with that energy because your energy will be all over it. That's what I love about thrifting. If you high vibe loved it and you were like, okay, it's time. I'm okay to let it go now. And I want it to go to somebody who's going to just love it. That Marie Kondo, thank you so much. That was the first message she had for us. It's got to spark joy. And then when it's time to let it go, you thank it for what it brought you, so that when it goes into the hands of another person, that other person is going to touch that item and they're going to go, oh, I'm meant to have this item. This item is going to guide me like it guided the other person. Got it? So when you go out to buy your products, when you go out to buy your fuzzy blanket, when you go out to buy your yoga mat, because when you're on my program, what you'll notice is that the more time that you have these things around you that help you to reach your fullest potential, you will put them around you in this space that we're going to be setting up. Okay, so this is the first little bit of sacred space that I want you to create for yourself. So if you don't have a lot of space, let's say, yoga mat, your fuzzy blanket, and your full length mirror, and I want you to have like a meditation table nearby. I have a really small space. Really small space. So everything that, like this recording right here, right now, welcome to my sacred space. Like I am literally in my own beautiful sacred space in front of my mirror. I want you to get really creative with your space, because I find that when we have some constraints to our life, we do better. If we don't have any constraints, it's almost like we're living in overflow and excess, and there are no boundaries for us to sort of go, okay, wait a minute. Where am I encroaching my energy and just pouring it all over and being haphazard and I'm got no direction and I'm kind of whatever, as opposed to, okay, so these are the 4 things that I'm working within. Same thing with my program. Okay, so healing journal, mirror, yoga mat, and the blanket. Those are your tools that are going to help you stay focused and grounded, so that when you go up into those higher octaves of love, because that's where we're going, you should be feeling that right now with this eclipse energy. Whenever you're around eclipse energy, the Lion's Gate, the 1111 portal, any of the portals that really are significant, that have meaning, and especially if they have meaning for you, they're going to be extra powerful. So make sure you're harnessing that energy. So are you ready? Do you want to do that exercise with me? Because if you can do this during this time before the full moon releasing, oh my gosh, like your union is just it's gonna really come in. So everything that I have, my goddess beacons, it's fast track. So you got to be ready for this. I know some of you like to move really gosh dang slow, like you're like turtles. Sorry, but I love you. I love you. But you could move a lot faster. Really. You could do hard things. You're just so off put by feeling any kind of discomfort, because I know, right? Like you were hurt really bad. You got hurt really bad, and that made you really tender. So as soon as any kind of little bit of discomfort comes up, you're reminded of that pain. But I'm going to tell you in my program, the first thing I'm going to get you to do is I want you to go into the pain, because in the pain is seriously the greatest bliss of love that's just trying to get through. That's why it feels like pain, is because it's pure fucking ecstasy on the other side. It's just that the hole is the size of a pinhole. And ecstasy, imagine ecstasy coming at you like a gosh dang fire hose. You need like 6 men to hold it into place. Like it's that incredible. That's why you feel the pain. So the first thing I want you to do is that I am going to be activating you. You're going to be triggered like big time. So I want you to understand that you're going to need that full length mirror. And I want you to wrap the blanket around you. Get all fuzzy and warm. If you want that for crying, have your stuffy. Hell yeah. I don't care how old you are. Have that with you so that you can heal that experience of childhood. Let yourself have it. I have a beautiful little rabbit. Okay. He's like, yeah. He's the one who, when it got really hard for me, he was the one that I could hold. I've got a dog. He's wonderful. Okay. But having a stuffy is really great because you can squeeze them really tight and you won't hurt them. You can cry all over them, get a whole bunch of snot all over them, and then you can throw them in the washing machine. Like that's why they're so wonderful. I highly recommend. And then what you'll find is you'll be like, okay, I think I'm over that now and I can let that go. And then someone else is going to love it. And I hope that they get the same healing out of it that I got out of it. Thank you so much. And then it's like paying it forward. When we spend a lot of time with something, we're coming heavily into union with it. So you've got to be really particular about who and what you want to come into union with, who you want to spend the most time with. And so for my twin flames, this is where I'm going to come to the other side of the later in the phases. After you've been through Negredo and you've done your healing, I want you to be able to just totally enjoy the feeling inside of you of, I've loved you this whole time. It just didn't ever go away. And that love, it was so special for me. Like it was so incredibly special for me. I haven't forgotten you. I still feel you. I fought it. And now I don't want to fight it anymore. But I know what I want. And I know that when I want it, and if I really want it with you, because really you're the experience that I want to be having, then that's when you're kind of pointing at them, but you're not pointing at them from outside of you. You're pointing at them from inside of you. And you're allowing yourself to love them. That's when you're going to feel the bars inside of the chest. So when I talk about the bars inside of the chest, that's a little bit of sacred geometry that is showing up between you and your twin flame. Either you already learned that language of, I'm going to be shutting down from the sacred heart geometry that I was first experiencing with you, or I'm going to love you so much and I'm going to love others, I'm going to love myself, I'm going to have a really cool experience that what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall in love. I'm going to fall in love all the way. But I'm not just going to fall in love with you. I'm going to fall in love with everything that I do. I'm going to fall in love with every choice, decision, action, moment. But really, for something that's really important to me, and if a relationship is really important to you, you're in the right place because that's my specialty. I am the Sacred Union coach, and I'm going to help you like call to you and have the most extraordinary relationship ever. And that's a relationship with everything in your life, not just a person. That's part of it. And I want that to be part of your journey, because when we can heal our broken heart and we can let someone into our lives, especially really intimately, like close to us, that's when we know that we're here to have total self-mastery this lifetime, because in really healthy relationships, you're reaching your fullest potential. And twin flames, that's exactly, that's the mission. Self-mastery, that's the mission. Whether that's you being the ultimate frequency, and that's by falling crazy in love with you in your life, healing all of the wounds. If you're still in the Negredo, I wrap my freaking arms around you. Like, it's tough. And you can do it. You can do it. Right now, you're probably not looking at very much twin flame. And so I'll make sure that I try and get some healing videos out to you somehow, because you'll be doing more of the pushing away and the running than you will the letting in. I want you to really love yourself, okay? Like, full out love yourself. Love your partner. Invite them in. It's the only way. And that hole in your heart chakra, yeah, it will fill again, I promise, and it'll be nice and warm. And you won't be afraid of it filling with warmth. Because there's a fear of union too. There's a fear of union. And it's understandable. Because you guys, you go through a lot, and that's what you're supposed to be healing, is how you feel and how the world feels to you. You're supposed to heal that so that you can feel more, because that's what we're moving into, is that we will be a frequency. We're going to know each other and everything by frequency, because we'll feel it within ourselves. So have you noticed that my thoughts are meant to be kind of all over the place, and I'm sharing different ideas with you. And yeah, I am going to give you that exercise. We're going to finish off with it. But I'm a Gemini. In Geminis, we never travel in a straight line. And the reason why we don't is because everything is connected. And that's exactly how we see the world. Everything is connected. If you can see it too, then you'll start to see that the chaos that comes into your life is actually perfect. It was the perfect timing for that perfect placement, even if it wasn't all comfortable. It was there to show you something about yourself or to show you something about what you really want and really how much you love yourself. To give yourself the greatest gifting of the greatest life ever. Okay, like we're talking the mic drop life. We're talking like I gave myself the best love. I gave myself the best bank account. I gave myself the best career, you name it, body. I gave it to myself, mic drop, I'm out of here. Like I lived the best life ever. To have the ultimate union, to become the ultimate power couple, you need to have total self mastery. So you got to be ready and prepare yourself for the ultimate love. And to know that when you do say, oh my God, like I do, that's what I want, and you make a declaration, way to go. Make that declaration. That's exactly how it all started for me. Was I was sitting in meditation one day, and I just said to the universe, I'm ready for a high vibe love. I don't want any more of these surface level, this other crap relationships that I seem to be falling in. That's just, and it's not that they weren't great people, it's just that they just kept reflecting back to me so much pain and disconnection and not the alignment that I had been studying and working so hard to work towards. And I was like, hey, that's unhealthy for me. I need to stay by myself. And I chose celibacy. It was the best 13 years of my life being celibate. I learned so much about myself. I learned how important intimacy is, and I also learned how important my vessel, my body is, and how I only want to share it with the most extraordinary person that I totally was cracked open to. I'm just going to say it. I want that full expression of love. Okay, so that's the state you need to be in, my goddess beacons, for love to go high. You have to be totally ready for it. Okay, so let's do this exercise and then we'll release phase 2. Okay, okay, so I want you to be on all fours. You're on your yoga mat, you're on your fuzzy blanket, and I want you looking straight at your full length mirror. On all fours. So when you start feeling that energy in it's like a pressure in your lower back, I want you to move your hips back and forth in an S motion, like a snake. Just move your hips back and forth and just close your eyes. And I want you to kind of move up and down like a cow, like the cow cat movement in yoga, and that's arching your back and then swaying your back. So you're moving all over, and just let yourself find the rhythm. Whatever is right for you, do it for you. Just close your eyes and just go into that space if you're feeling any lower back pain. And if it's Kundalini, talk to Kundalini. Just say, hey, Kundalini, is that you? And then you'll feel the answer. It'll be a pulsation. You'll feel the energy of it. You'll be like, okay, what do we need to do today? And then just keep doing that swing, closing your eyes and asking, and then aligning your chakras, feeling your chakras align within you. And if your crown activates, fabulous, let it. Allow that to happen and just allow the energy to take you. Okay, now if you're ready, this is going to be released soon in my beautiful love shop. Oh, you definitely want to check out this shop. Get on the list so that you'll be the first to know when the shop officially opens. So this one, I call it lighting the love candle. So what this one is all about is if you want to take this practice, this Kundalini exercise that I just shared here with you, and you want to invite your sacred partner, and it can be Sacred Union Tantra, which is really just a tantric meditation. You're not actually doing anything, although most of the time you probably will wind up, it's going to be a happy ending. So just really check this out. And I have it, everything is reasonably priced. 11.11 all the way up to 55.55. I think my biggest program is 111, but that's only because it does all of it for you, video, teaching, PDF, and the tantric extras. But we could talk about that later. Let's start with lighting the love candle. This first little step of this, and it's just a mic drop PDF, 5 minutes. It's not an hour-long course. 5 minutes, it's yours. Add it to your collection. And this is for those who either you are walking your path solo or you're in a partnership. And this is just a really nice way of like inviting in the energy of passion, of saying, I really want to share this moment with you. Like I'm being intentional and I'm putting a lot of my love and what I want and how I want to build this with you. It's going to begin with you feeling that warmth. And if it begins as a fantasy, allow it. And then allow that to build up and to fill you and to feel all delicious again. If you're constantly getting off, you're just going to stay flaccid. Sorry. I know that like it's so visceral. Okay, but I wanted it to be like that. That's how you'll feel. But if you allow pleasure to penetrate and percolate without the whole, like you let it build. You want to see this pin that I have on Pinterest? All these little breadcrumbs to remind you. So you can put all of my pins on Pinterest. Just build that on your manifestation vision board so you can start activating yourself, okay? Start that now. Don't wait for New Year's. Start it now. Start allowing my mini teachings to activate your space and to start activating you, because all of it is going to lead you to the most extraordinary life, love, bank account, everything. Because love is everything. And when you're sitting in the most craziest unconditional love, you are abundant. Everything just works out for you. Like it just does, because love is the most beautiful experience that you can feel inside of yourself. And if you're on my program, then you know that you're meant to do it with another person, because it's like an amplification. It's like this, right? You're just feeding each other back and forth, which creates a vortex. You can do that on your own, for sure. You can be a powerhouse all on your own. But when you're in that most delicious, ultimate partnership, no, it's like money. It's like, and I don't mean money like money, but yeah, money too. But this is like that vortex. Literally, you feel it. You're like inner eye of a hurricane. Like you're the calm, and outside of you might be chaos and people in the chaos, getting caught in the chaos because they haven't figured out where they want to land. Either you're not going to get in it because you don't want to be in the storm, in the pain, in the chaos, the unknown. So you'll stand outside and you'll just observe it from a distance and you're like, God, thank goodness I'm not going through that. Yeah, well, the truth is that you do, to find that inner bliss, that inner eye of the storm, that inner freaking ecstasy. Yeah, you got to go through it. And you're probably going to land somewhere you never expected, but it's all perfect and it's all meant for you. So trust your energy, trust yourself, trust your soul, trust your heart, trust this inner pull, this inner knowing, and follow this beautiful love that you are. And it literally feels like the ooey gooey. It's like warm, delicious love. And once you've made the decision that you know how and who you want to love, and you know who you love, and that'll be in the later phases of when you're finally beyond your nigredo. So you went through the bliss, then you had to go through the shadow, then you're going to go through a stage of what's like hesitancy. It's like, I don't know. I'm like, you're still so raw. And then there's the, okay, yeah. And you're always in preparation, 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 preparation. And then once you're really ready, it arrives. It doesn't wait because you are ready. You're the only one that is holding it back. You're the only one that's going, and it's okay. You're allowed, by the way. You're allowed to say, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think it, nope. I'm still kind of grieving. There's some pain coming up, like when I think about relationship and I think about love, I'm triggered. That's okay. That's okay. But my program is here to show you that having a broken heart is the first level of healing. And as soon as you've done that, heal your broken heart and heal it for good, you're made. And you're like, that's never going to happen. I have way too much. And I'm here to tell you, no, you don't. I remember when I first started my journey and actually said to myself, I was actually crying. And I was like, this is going to take me a lifetime to get through. And I'm not going to be able to come into union with my twin flame because this is going to fucking take me a lifetime. And then I had to grieve that because I thought I knew what was before me in our journey. And it scared the fucking shit out of me. I could see it plain as day, everything I was going to have to heal. And all of you have it. You all, and I'm just going to remind you because you all would have had that experience in your own way. It's beautiful. So, can we just wrap this up by, I'm just going to say one thing really quick. And I just want to give you lots of love. The journey isn't all bad. There's going to be a lot more good than there's been bad, I promise. You just got to let it in. The only way you're going to let it in is if you let go of the idea that this love that I'm talking about, this love, don't you dare give up on it. Don't you dare think that it's not for you. This love is you. And you're going to want to give up. Don't just take a break. Okay? So much love. And I will see you in phase 2. Namaste.